How should the sovereignty of God impact our approach to missions?
There's two ways of looking at that. First of all, let's not divide missions from any sort of church planting, all the work of ministry, because you do missions abroad the same way you do it in a rural area in America. It's through preaching, prayer, and piety. And so that kind of work is hard. It will bear the greatest eternal fruit, but sometimes it requires a great deal of plowing and sorrow and faith, fighting many, many battles. So we need the strength of the sovereign Christ to keep going forward, to keep going forward. One of the things that most terrifies me about all this social media is young men are no longer living 10, 15 years in anonymity where no one knows their name and they're allowed to feel like an abject failure. But that's real ministry. So you need a sovereign Christ in order to keep going, to keep going. Then the other thing that we need to see is that there is a real sense in which sola scriptura is tied to the idea of the sovereignty and authority of Christ, because we are being asked to use means that seem foolish to the carnal man. And so we have to believe that this sovereign God has ordained these means and these means alone to advance his kingdom. But we believe that if we're faithful in that he will do the work through that. The work of missions is the work of God. It's an absolute impossibility. And if we want to join him in that, we have to do, well, it's Christ's church, Christ's way. So that would be